Hey guys, Whitney Pape here from University Recreation, and we are going to work on our seated posture. I think sometimes when we're at our desk, it gets a little off, especially looking at our computer and finding that kind of hunch forward position of our neck and cervical spine. So we're going to work on ways that we can fix our sitting posture, since we do that kind of a lot. So let's go ahead and sit down in our chairs, and you're going to sit right at the edge of your seat, And I just like to take a little time to look down at my feet to make sure that my heels are right under my knees and I'm sitting up really tall, and we're just gonna work from the floor up. So feet are flat, which I think is important because a lot of times we shift our weight to our outside toes, big toes, but let's have our feet nice and flat, knees right over our ankles. And then if you can think about your pelvis, I think that's something kind of important, because when you don't have your pelvis in the right position, it creates a lot of tension and load on your lumbar spine, and a lot of us already have low back issues, so we don't want to add to it. So see if you can sit right on your sits bones. These are the two bones you feel at the base of your pelvis, and all you're going to do is just kind of curl your pelvis into neutral. So that just means the low belly kicks on, the lowest part of your abdominals are on, and then just send all of that length all the way up through the crown of your head. So now you have nice tall posture. So one thing that happens is when we're at our desk, we have a tendency to reach our arms forward and kind of protract our shoulder blades. So I want everybody to reach your arms out in front, and I'll actually turn to the side so you can see. I want you to reach your arms forward without bending your elbows, and then see if you can pull your arms back by squeezing your shoulder blades. So reach your arms forward and then pull your arms back. And as you do this, see if you can inhale as you reach your arms forward, create a little depth with your reach, and then squeeze your shoulder blades back together. And the reason why we're doing this is just to open up the shoulder blades and bring awareness to your upper back. It's an upper cross syndrome. We're gonna talk about this in another video, but upper cross just means we're tight in the chest, we're loose in the upper back. We don't have a lot of strength there. So just continue to move your shoulder blades, kind of gliding along the rib cage. And we'll just do two more together. So take a deep breath in as you reach out one more time, and then pull your shoulder blades back down. Good. All right, so let's move on to a little bit more mechanics of your shoulders. So you're still in that really nice tall posture. Shoulders are relaxed, you're on your sits bones, your low belly's engaged. Lift your arm up to the sky without letting your rib cage arch, and then lower your arm back down. So do that again, lift your arm up and then lower back down. So you're thinking about recruiting the muscles in your upper back. That's part of your shoulder girdle. So rather than just moving your arm, how can you think through the movement pattern in your upper back and spine, just to find a little mobility through your shoulders? So let's do that a couple more times. So again, not letting your rib cage flare out, because that takes us out of alignment. We want to just move through our joints. All right, one more time with the other arm. Good. And then go ahead and drop your arm down. Now, you're gonna take your arms out to the side so that your palms are facing forward, and I want you to reach as far out as you can from your shoulders, not from your low back, your upper back, but from your shoulders. Bring your arms around, reach as far as you can, and then give yourself a little squeeze. Try to walk your fingers to your shoulder blades, reach all the way back out, and come into that little squeeze again. So think about shoulder blades squeezed together as the chest opens, and then as we hug ourselves, we get a little upper back workout. So let's do that again. Reach. So really simple things, honestly. I think sometimes we forget to move at all when we're at our desk. So if we can remember to do these things, especially together on these videos, it's helpful. All right, last time, go ahead and reach your arms out, lower your hands down. See what this feels like? This is how we should be standing, but we just don't always, because our shoulders are super tight. Now draw a circle up and around, turn your palms in, and do that again. Inhale, lift your arms up. Pay attention to that low belly again, what we did in the beginning to keep our pelvis in neutral. And think about your rib cage. It's stacked right over the pelvis. Nice alignment in the spine. We'll just do one more big circle. So inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale down. Reverse your circle. Again, rib cage isn't gonna flare forward. You're gonna keep it closed. That's just a little term we use in exercise world, Pilates, yoga. Keep the ribs closed to engage those muscles. We'll do one more together. So deep breath in, lift your arms up, and bring it all the way down. Good. You're gonna take one ear to a shoulder. Just let that shoulder drop away from the ear. Drop your chin to your chest without changing your spine at all. And then ear to the other shoulder. So I think we could all afford to do a little neck roll because we get tension in the neck, and that also leads to the upper back and into the low back. All the things, all the things. So lower your chin to your chest. Go ahead and lift your chest up nice and tall. Let's do a little arm stretch. So take your arm across you. This is just a little shoulder stretch for the posterior part of your shoulder. So as you reach your fingertips to the wall, just give yourself a little hug in. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Nice long exhale. And then switch to your other arm. So big reach across. Let that arm kind of help you pull in. Feel posterior side of your shoulder, which is usually a little overstretched, but a little extra stretch wouldn't hurt, just to feel the movement in the shoulder. And then bring it all the way back to center. Now take your hands behind you. You have the option of you can hold on to your chair, or you can even bring kind of your fist to your hips. But you're gonna lift your heart and pull your collarbones back. So again, pelvis is neutral. So you're gonna reach your heart forward, lift your chest. Try to put it more into the top part of your spine and not that lower back. We don't need any more tension there. So draw the shoulder blades back, take a full deep breath so you can feel your chest expand, and then come all the way back to neutral. You're gonna do that again. So a deep breath in as you lift your heart and chest, pull your collarbones back, kind of create a little bit more space in the cervical spine, and then come all the way back to neutral. You're gonna take one foot forward, drop your chest down, come into a little hamstring stretch, because we know sometimes the low back is tight because the hamstrings are tight. Good, and then come all the way back up and switch your feet. Take your other foot forward, your toe is pointed towards the sky, and you're gonna hinge from your hips, coming forward into that hamstring stretch, and then lift your chest all the way up. So we're gonna do one more stretch just to kind of encourage our posture, which is a little stretch for the lower back. So I'm gonna turn to the side. You're gonna forward fold. So you're gonna drop your chest down and just let your spine round. Bring your forehead towards your knees and kind of curl your pelvis under so you feel a low back stretch. Take a full deep breath in through your nose, and then just roll yourself all the way up to seated. You're gonna do that one more time. You're gonna fold your chest over your thighs. This should feel pretty good. Curl your pelvis a little to pitch your ribs sort of up to the sky, and then just roll all the way up. So let's do a little post assessment. Sit at the edge of your chair. You're on your sits bones. Pelvis is curled, shoulders are back. You should feel a little bit more awareness in your upper back. We're aware that we need to pull the shoulder blades down and back. And I think that's it. So that's some seated posture work that you can do to keep your spine tall and hopefully make your work a little bit more productive. Thank you.